Hello and welcome back to the Pace Studio. Today we are live from Midtown Manhattan with Ed Romanoff. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. We're psyched to be here. This is awesome.
Yeah, we're excited to hear you play. So tell us about the first song you're going to play for us.
Well, this record has a lot of characters on it. You know, it's coming out next week, and there's a ghost on there. There's a boxer. Just a lot of outcasts, orphans and stuff. And so this is a song about kind of a fringe society person. I was intrigued by the Elephant Man. And so, but I wanted him, I thought about the things that bugged him the most and what he would want the most. And I found him sort of guiding me to help him find somebody. So he gets to meet somebody. And this song's called Elephant Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yes, I am the Elephant Man. I tour this country, this wide land. Folks pay good money just so's they can stare at me. And now they're shouting, hey boogeyman. Oh, it's unkind, who gives a damn? See, it's the money, you understand, that sets me free. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you, where I could dream that all our dreams come true, just like those people do. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you. The tallest girl in the whole wide world, she's out there running the tilt-a-whirl. And I am done in by her long brown curls. Pauline, she lets me ride for free. I'm gonna build a car with Ferris wheel tires, leave extra headroom to reach the stars. The world's largest truck, well, it will be ours as we go rolling into history. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you, where I could dream that all our dreams come true, just like those people do. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you. In Cleo's crystal ball last night, I saw the future. Pauline was just my height, and I shook off these sutures, and life was fair, and no one stared. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you, where I could dream that all our dreams come true, just like those people do. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you. Oh, I could see me rolling home with you. Thank you very much. Good night.
No, we want more. Thank you so much.
Wow, this is cool.
Yeah. So you had a first record that came out a few years ago, and you collaborated with a lot of great artists, including Mary Gaucher, who we had in studio yesterday and
No
performed
way.
for us. Yeah, really, really great.
She's amazing.
She's amazing, yeah. So you have a new record called The Orphan King.
Yes.
That is out February 23rd, and you mentioned just now that there are a lot of characters in this.
Yeah.
So what's inspiring this now, and where do these characters come from, and are any of them based on real life or something you've read or seen?
Well, after the first record, I was a little, which was a lot of personal songs, I was getting a little sick of myself a little bit, so I thought I'd explore other characters. And so I wanted to write, I had this notion, I've been in Ireland a bit over the past couple of years, since I found out I was Irish recently, and which I guess that'll come up in a minute. But so I wanted to write a song about the Irish wedding rings, the Claddagh rings, and I had this notion of this ring, they have the golden crown on them, and the hands together, you've seen those rings. And so I wrote a song about a guy and a girl, and then and it was kind of interesting because as I was writing the song, I thought it was going to be a really sad outcome. I expected this guy to be in a river somewhere with the ring in his pocket, sinking. And while I was writing it, I felt like he was saying, no, I want to meet somebody. So that's what happened with this song, Golden Crown. He sort of guided us to ground a little bit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I was for a time a prize fighter. I fought many and I brought them all down. And he was at my side for every fight as the referees counted them out. Now she's working days at the counter, 4 tips at a cafe downtown. But lately she's picked up more night shifts, and she serves all the rounders their rounds. Ah, but she wears my ring, a gold ancient thing, and she twirls it around on her finger, and the heart between the hands shows a man where she stands, like whether or not she's single. Then one night with my ring in her hand and her bags packed by the door, well, she said that she'd always love me, but not like she loved me before. Oh, she set the ring down, said I'm sorry. It was a blow that tore me apart. Well, bruises will heal, but words you still feel long after they've broken your heart. Oh, but she wore my ring, a gold ancient thing, and she twirled it around on her finger, and the heart between the hands shows a man where she stands, like whether or not she's single. 1 heart, 2 hands, and a golden crown. She told me she loved me, she knocked me out. 1 heart, 2 hands, and a golden crown. Oh, how I have fallen for you. Spent many nights out forgetting at the end of a bar on a stool. That's where I met Kathleen from Kilkenny, and we drank to old lovers and fools. Well, she made me forget about Annie, but she stayed me into the dawn. So I pulled that ring from my pocket. Kathy kissed me and she put it on. Now she wears my ring, a gold ancient thing, and she twirls it around on her finger, and the heart between the hands shows a man where she stands, like whether or not she's single. 1 heart, 2 hands, and a golden crown. She told me she loved me, she knocked me out. 1 heart, 2 hands, and a golden crown. Whoa, how I have fallen. All right.
Thank you. So I was reading that the first record you released didn't come out until you were in your 50s, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
So you've waited a while to release music. So I'm wondering, why did you wait so long? And is music something that you always wanted to pursue, but maybe other things were standing in the way?
Wow, that's a good question. I kind of always wanted to do music, and I think like a lot of people, maybe I was, just nervous to try. I actually thought I was tone deaf. And because my dad that I grew up with was tone deaf, but I decided to pursue music after doing a seminar, like a what's inside you kind of thing. And at the end of the week, they said, "What are you going to do?" I said, "I think I'm going to try to write songs." And in the process, I found out that I wasn't actually tone deaf, and so it was kind of a cool thing to try. So I brought like a life's worth of experience, but the naiveness of not being an experienced musician. So I've been really trying to learn. And the mistakes have been helpful to try new things.
Yeah, it's never too late.
Never too late. I totally don't go with a song inside you,
Yeah, I think most people think that either they're kind of born playing or they're not, but it's something that you learn.
It is for sure. And everybody's got a story.
Yeah.
In their heart, and I feel like however you want to tell it, if you want to paint, I'm a big believer. We have a guy that we work with, he's 82 years old, and he's like, "Hey, what do you think? Can you give me some guitar lessons?" Now that's living, like willing to try.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
I admire it so much.
So
and I love it when I go to a place and somebody hears that and they say,
yeah.
"Maybe I'll pick up something." And I'll go back a year later and somebody says, I've been playing the guitar for a year, and thanks. Very, very rewarding.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us about the next song you're going to play.
All right, so the next song, so the next song is about, it's I guess a kind of a moving on song in a relationship. I've had a pretty deep catalog of failed relationships and to draw from, but this was a doozy. This person I found out was untrue through all kinds of stuff. But I also found out I got pulled off a plane by the DEA in Washington, D.C., and they questioned me, wondering if I was involved with some kind of crazy drug gang. And then a bunch of people came up, started talking, and they said, "Oh, no, okay, you're fine." Well, it turns out I was a victim of identity theft, and this person may have been involved. Wow. So I moved to New York City, and I got an apartment, and there was no furniture or nothing. I just picked up a guitar, and I remember saying to this person, I said, "Well, I'm going to have to find a new place." And she's like, yeah, that's a good idea, but the name of the song is Without You, and so it was directed in that vicinity. I want to get me a brand new apartment. I'm going to get me a new town too. I'm going to find me a new way of living, a new way of living without you. Well, I never thought I could ever live without you, and I never thought I would ever have to try. But now we both moved on, I'll always wonder, was every I love you just a lie? I'm gonna get me a brand new apartment. I'm gonna get me a new town too. I'm gonna find me a new way of living, a new way of living without you. Without you. Well, I'm gonna wake up when I think that I will not. I'm gonna wake up when I feel just like dying. And I'm gonna lay down my grief when I think I cannot, and walk all alone into the sky. I'm gonna get me a brand new apartment. I'm gonna get me a new town too. I'm gonna find me a new way of living, a new way of living without you. Without you, without you. I'd frame up your heart if I thought you had one, and nail it behind glass on a bed of black. And then I'd hang that sad mirror in your hallway, just so you could see what I see looking back. I'm gonna get me a brand new apartment. I'm gonna get me a new town too. I'm gonna find me a new way of living, a new way of living without you. Without you, without you.
Thank you. So you're going to play one more song for us and tell us about that one.
Okay, so you know, this song is it's called "Less Broken Now," and it's kind of a graceful goodbye to the things in the past. You know, you mentioned Mary, and I was a student in her class. You know, just a person who decided at 50 to learn. So I was in the back of the room with a bunch of people learning to play songs, and I sent her a demo, and she put it on one of her records, and then. Amazing experience, and took me on the road. It's 1 in a 20 million that had happened, and so we ended up traveling around. And because her songs were about adoption, she wanted to take a DNA test. So 23andMe, which you may be familiar with, and asked if I would do it with her. She's a fearless person. You probably picked that up in meeting her. She will not back down from anything or anyone, and. But she was nervous to do this alone, which was interesting, and asked if I would do it, and I did. And my last name is Romanoff, so a pretty Russian name, and I grew up in a Russian family. In any event, when the results came back, I learned at 50 that I was Irish, and that the person I thought it was my dad wasn't. So that sent me in a bit of a tailspin personally, actually, for a few years, like even depression and stuff. It was hard. And then, you know, things were very, very difficult. And then it sort of came around. And so when you start feeling less broken, you know, you start feeling a lot better. And so this is kind of like, for me, turning the page on some of the other stuff. And I've been so lucky to find really good friendship and actual real love. And so that's what this song is about. It's called "I'm a Little Less Broken Now." So we'll play that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My heart was open when you broke through my ribs. Oh, I wasn't joking. I showed you exactly where my love is. But you blew out the candle that hangs from my heart, just to see me scramble all alone through the dark. And I don't know why, sometimes I still cry just because. Well, I guess it had to get bad as it did to feel as good as this does. Oh, I was surrounded, but I found a new lover somehow. So don't you worry about me. Oh, I'm a little less broken now. I was in pieces when you first walked away, and you couldn't leave it at leaving, and left me with all of those mean things you said. And in your last letter, it was so painful to see how you find love so easy, but you could never find me. And I don't know why, sometimes I still cry just because. I guess it had to get bad as it did to feel as good as this does. I was surrounded, but I found a new lover somehow. Don't you worry about me, oh, I'm a little less broken now. I still have those nights when you cross through my mind. 'Cause you can be wise and in love, just not at the same time. When I look over at the new love next to me, oh, I look up and thank heaven that my heart has finally found peace. And I don't know why, sometimes I still cry just because. I guess it had to get bad as it did to feel as good as this does. Well, I was surrounded, but I found a new lover somehow. Don't you worry about me, oh, I'm a little less broken now. No, don't you worry about me, baby. Well, don't you worry at all. Don't you worry about me, baby, 'cause I'm a little less broken now.
Thank you so much, Ed Romanoff. The Orphan King is out February 23rd, and everyone can catch you at Rockwood Music Hall
Thank you
for your
for mentioning
release
that.
show on February 27th,
And,
right?
and we'll be at Folk Alliance mid-month.
Nice.
In Kansas City.
And
can I give a shout out of thanks to my
Please,
friends here?
please.
This is Lorenza Ponce. And my good friend Oscar Rodriguez. He's your bail out of jail friend.
Nice.
For sure.
And thank you guys for being here.
Ah, it's an honor, real honor. Thank you very much. Thank you, Paste, and everybody who's watching.